Hello students and my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are healthy and happy and enjoying your work. You are watching NPTEL Chemistry E-class and I am Chemistry Detective with solution of one new Chemistry class 11th NCERT problem. So our problem is that following data is obtained. This data is obtained on reaction of dinitrogen and dioxygen during their formation of different compounds. Dinitrogen and dioxygen, I mean N2 and O2, react with each other and form different compounds. Total number of compounds formed by dinitrogen and dioxygen is 4, and for these 4 compounds we are given that reacted mass of dinitrogen is 14 gram and reacted mass of oxygen is 16 gram in compound 1. In compound 2, reacted mass of dinitrogen is 14 and reacted mass of oxygen is 32. In compound 3, reacted mass of nitrogen is 28 and of oxygen is 32. In compound 4, reacted mass of dinitrogen is 28 gram and of dioxygen is 80 gram. Now we have to answer that this data obeys which law of chemical combination. The provided data belongs to which law of chemical combination? Students and my dear friends, there are 5 laws of chemical combination. Number 1 is law of conservation of mass. Number 2 is law of constant proportion. Number 3 is law of law of multiple proportion. Number 4 is law of reciprocal proportion, and number 5 is law of gaseous volumes. These are 5 laws of chemical combination, and every chemical combination has to follow these laws. What sort of chemical combination will take place or will occur, it is bound to obey 5 laws of chemical combination. Number 1 law is law of conservation of mass, that in a reaction mass on reactant side should be equal to mass on product side. Number 2nd law is law of constant proportion, and law of constant proportion says that composition of chemical compound is always fixed, whatever its source or method of preparation may be. 3rd is law of multiple proportion. It says when 2 different elements combine, during this fixed mass of one element reacts with different masses of other element, and different masses of second element always bear a simple numerical ratio. And 4th law is law of reciprocal proportion. It says when 2 elements combine separately with fixed mass of third element, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is either same or multiple of the masses in which they combine with each other. And last is law of gaseous volumes, that in a gaseous reaction there is definite relation between volumes of gaseous reactants and products. These are 5 laws of chemical combination. Now if I take example, I write here carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is compound. It will follow law of constant proportion. Its composition will remain fixed, whatever its source or method of preparation is. Second example, water and hydrogen peroxide. This example follows law of multiple proportion. You see two different elements, hydrogen and oxygen, react with each other to form two compounds, two different compounds, water and hydrogen peroxide. And during this fixed mass of hydrogen, 2 grams have reacted with different masses of oxygen, 16 and 32. And 16 and 32 bear a simple numerical ratio of 1:2. So this example represents law of multiple proportion. Next, methane, water and carbon dioxide. Methane, carbon dioxide and water. You see two different compounds, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen are two different elements. They have combined separately with fixed mass of carbon. 12 grams of carbon here, 12 grams of carbon here. And ratio of masses of hydrogen and oxygen is 4:, ratio of mass of hydrogen and oxygen here is 4:32. Now see, when these two elements, hydrogen and oxygen, combine with each other to form water, ratio is 2:16. Here also simplest ratio will come 2:16. This is this ratio. Indirect ratio, when they combine separately with fixed mass of third element, is 2:16, and self ratio, when they combine with each other, it is also 2:16. So this example represents law of reciprocal proportion. Carbon dioxide represents law of constant proportion. This represents law of multiple proportion. This represents law of reciprocal proportion. Now I have to answer data fits to which law of chemical combination. I guess this data belongs to this type of example, that two elements, nitrogen and oxygen, have reacted to form two or more than two compounds, have reacted to form 4 compounds. And now we have to see, among these two elements, mass of one element should be fixed and mass of second element should be different. But here mass of both the elements are different. So what we will do, idea is that we will first fix mass of one element, that is nitrogen. If I fix mass of nitrogen, I will multiply this 14/2 in compound first. I will multiply reacted mass of nitrogen 14/2, and to maintain stoichiometric amount, I have to multiply mass of oxygen also by 2 in this compound. Therefore reacted mass of nitrogen will become 28 grams, and here reacted mass of oxygen will come 32 grams. Similarly, I will multiply in compound second, I will multiply reacted mass of nitrogen by 2, it will come equal 28 grams. For maintaining stoichiometric amounts, I need to multiply reacted mass of oxygen as well by 2, it will come equal to 64 grams. I used the idea that data follows multiple law of multiple proportion. Therefore it should first obey the condition that reacted mass of one element should be fixed and reacted mass of second element should be different, and then we have to see ratio, we have to find ratio of different masses of second element. If it is a simple numerical ratio, then data stands, data obeys law of multiple proportion. For that I used the idea that I will fix reacted mass of nitrogen in all 4 compounds. For that what I did, I multiplied in compound first and second, I multiplied reacted mass of nitrogen by 2, and for maintaining stoichiometric amounts in compound first and second, I was bound to multiply reacted mass of oxygen as well as reacted mass of oxygen by 2 in compound first as well as in compound second. This way I am able to fix reacted mass of nitrogen in all 4 compounds. Now see, the reacted mass of nitrogen in all 4 compounds is 28, 28, 28, 28. Now coming to reacted mass of oxygen, reacted mass of oxygen should be different, and I guess it is different. In compound first, reacted mass of oxygen is now 32, in compound second it is 64, in compound third it is 32, and in compound fourth it is 80 grams. I fixed mass of nitrogen. I fixed mass of nitrogen equal to 28 grams. Now I got different masses of oxygen. And what are different masses of oxygen? Different masses of oxygen in 4 compounds are 32 grams, and second 64 grams, third 32 grams again, and 80 grams. And if I calculate what is the simple whole number numerical ratio between these, that is for 32, 64, 32 and 80, I have to find simplest whole number numerical ratio. 16 2s are 32, 16 4s are 64, 16 2s are, and 16, I guess 16 into 5, it will come 80. Therefore I got that reacted masses of oxygen in these 4 compounds bear a simple whole number numerical ratio of 2:4:2:5. This ratio is simple, this ratio is whole number. As a result, I can now say that given data obeys law of multiple proportion, because for it to obey law of multiple proportion, reacted mass of one element was supposed to be fixed, and reacted masses of second element was supposed to show simple whole number numerical ratio, or was supposed to show the relation of being related with each other in simple whole number numerical ratio. If I may recall this numerical problem one time for you, it was given that dinitrogen N2 and dioxygen O2 react with each other to form 4 different compounds, and for these 4 different compounds, reacted masses of dinitrogen and dioxygen was given 14, 28, 28, and for oxygen 16, 32, 32 and 80. Now we had to answer that which law of chemical combination does this data follow. I had in mind that there are 5 laws of chemical combination: law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, law of multiple proportion, law of reciprocal proportion, and law of gaseous volumes. Since there are no gases, so I ruled out law of gaseous volumes. Since it is not a chemical reaction where I can say mass of reactant side is equal to mass of product side, so I ruled out law of conservation of mass. Since question pertains to 4 different compounds of nitrogen and oxygen, so it does not it disapproves law of constant proportion. Now I found that I have in mind that for law of multiple proportion we need two different elements, they need to react and form two or more than two compounds, and in one and during this mass of one compound should remain fixed and mass of one element should remain fixed and mass of second element should vary, and these masses of second elements should bear a simple whole number numerical ratio. I found that this data matches with law of multiple proportion because here two elements nitrogen and oxygen react to form two or more than two compounds, and what I needed now to do homework was that I needed to fix mass of one element, that is nitrogen, and I needed to find whether reactant masses of oxygen bear a simple whole number numerical ratio or not. So what I did, I fixed mass of nitrogen in compound first and second. I multiplied mass of dinitrogen by 2, and to maintain stoichiometric amounts of oxygen in these two compounds I multiplied reactant mass of oxygen and oxygen also by 2. I got that reacted mass of nitrogen in all four compounds is 28, 28, 28, 28. So I fixed reacted mass of nitrogen, and I got reacted masses of oxygen 32 gram, 64 gram, 32 gram and 80 gram. And when I found that these reacted masses of dioxygen bear a simple whole number numerical ratio of 2:4:2:5, validating that given data obeys law of multiple proportion. It does not obey law of reciprocal proportion because for law of reciprocal proportion to be verified we need two different elements to react separately with fixed mass of third element, but here there is no mention of third element. So I ruled law of gaseous volumes, I ruled law of conservation of mass, I ruled out law of constant proportion, I ruled out law of reciprocal proportion, maintaining that data obeys only law of multiple proportion. Thank you. This is what I have got for you in this short session. Take good care of yourself. See you tomorrow with one new chemistry class 11th problem. Allah Hafiz.